Oh, hello. Today we're going to do a DIY on those blankets that you saw the kids doing. We've had a request to show how to do those. And I have these squares. They're 4 by 4 inches, 4 inches by 4 inches. My sister gave me a whole bunch of these squares already cut that she gets at yard sales. People that have cut them and don't want to put them together. So you can do 4 squares by 4 squares, 6 by 6, 8 by 8, however big you want it to go. But we're going to do 8 by 8. So we're going to pick out the 8 squares this way and 8 squares this way. What's that? 64? 64 squares, and then we'll do the back. So let's get started. First of all, you just get the these are squares that I already have, and you just sew them together like this. Okay, and one of the viewers was wondering if she could take her dad's ties that he had, and he has since passed on, and she wants to remember him, and that would be great. This would be a perfect size for ties. Just cut these squares, and you don't have to match them. What you could do is just get all the ties cut out into these squares, whatever will fit, and then just do white in the middle, or Levi, just, you know, every other one, and just do a tie quilt. That's a really good idea. So let's go ahead and get started. And I have my serger ready to go, and here's my squares. And first of all, I'll just do 2 and 2. You just take one, put this on top, and just do a bunch of them like that. And we're doing 8 by 8. These are great for little dollies. And then you just cut them all apart. Use your little snippers, and cut them apart. Now take those squares and sew another square to them. So it looks like that. See how nicely that's coming together? Before you sew it all together, lay it out on the floor. Make sure you got it all right. That's 8 by 8. With the leftover squares that I had already sewn, I'm going to make a little pillow. Let's sew around the edges. We'll leave a little opening to stuff things in. Inside out. That makes a cute little pillow. We'll just got this quilting stuffing here, and I'll just work that into it. And see how that is, and then just sew that up with your sewing machine. There's that one finished. Now we got to do an underside, so let's pick out some squares for that. Yeah, I found 32 of these squares, but not 32 of these. We'll get to the end of the pile here, so I'll just put these around the corners. Alright, there's the back part, or front, whichever. Just used whatever squares I had, match them up best you can. And here's the other side, and you put them like that, and then I'm going to sew all the way around, and then leave a little opening to turn it inside out. And I don't do stuffing in the middle of these little ones. They don't need it because they're so little. Okay, let's sew that up. Alright, we got the corners poked out, and we turned it inside out. Now all we do is Just tuck that in and top stitch, and you got yourself a quilt. Let's do that. Do that with the pillow too. Just top stitch it. Let's stitch up this pillow. Just tuck it in and sew it. So let's get on the edge here. That will hold it for me. And just start a stitching. And there's your pillow. You can see it. It's cute, huh? Now let's do the blanket on the corner. Just go all the way around. There's your blanket all finished. And top stitched it all the way around. And here's the pillow. And the blankie. And the kids will love that for their dolly blanket. And they can wrap up their little dollies in it. I'm going to give this to Ellie for her American Girl doll. Alright, and I hope you liked that DIY on how to make blankets out of the squares. We are a couple of people were asking me if I could show you how to make those, and they're really easy. It took me probably an hour. Just sew them together and use up those squares. Thank you, and make sure you like if you and subscribe if you haven't yet, and comment and what you'd like me to do next. And thank you, and goodbye.